Okay, so I looked at this chart a little closer, and shame on me. There's a little symbol in front of the measurements. The measurement says 4,800 or 4,500, and I measured 1,100, but there's a symbol there, and the symbol down here in the note says measured from pin 8 of V12. Okay, V12 is the power supply tube. So we got to find that pin 8, measure from there instead of from the chassis, and see if we see the right resistance. So shame on me for not reading the chart. See, my grade 8 teacher was right. Always read the questions before you start. Okay. So where is that tube? Where is that tube? That tube is, well, of course, right here near these big resistors and the big wires. Pin 8. Oh, I can't really have the put it like this. There we go. Now, pin 8, how am I going to... I can't really see in there well. Oh, there's the key, so... Mix that one. So that would be pin 8 right there. Okay, so measuring the resistance from pin 8 to pin 5 on the 6BE6. Wow, what's that say? 5K? It's supposed to be 4,500. I'm getting 5K. Let's put it down here. A little over 5K. Seems just fine. You know, we can just sort of consider high voltage circuits generally are high impedance circuits, and I can just quickly measure it to see if it has a high impedance or not. If I can find some of these points, like in here. It has to be, because you know, 220K resistors. You know, I don't think there's anything wrong with this radio. I think I've just been chicken to operate it. Let's test it out again. I mean, after all, we've heard it work, so how bad can it really be and actually work? So once again, I may be the biggest problem with the whole process. Check a few things. I think we're good to go. Watch those lights. They're very dull. They're getting stronger and stronger. 70% of line voltage, somewhere around 80-90 volts. I hear nothing at all coming from the speaker, and not sure why. Okay, well, let's put it on full voltage here. Don't seem to have any function at all. What the heck? Oh, for crying out loud. I am my own best magician, I guess. I need to start remembering to put the tubes back in. Shouldn't have stopped the FM, I don't think. Okay, here we go. Just taking a really long time to warm up under current restriction. Okay, let's check a couple voltages here. That's incredibly low. 62 volts, and that is supposed to be 245. Yeah, I got the creeps already. Yes, I got the voltage restricted coming to the set, but I wouldn't expect it to be that low. Okay, let's go across that resistor. That's really low.
Mike Downs, along with Robbie Botosh, and the tune Bell Park from the new one on Addo Records. That's called Ripple Effect. Bell Park here on Jazz FM 91. Great music.
Okay, so
and released here.
I don't want to leave the sound up when it's playing music like that. Let's put the voltage up full and see what we get for a B+. $87, that's just not right. IN 274. 5, that's, and the other end of the resistor, 87. See, I mean, I'm pretty convincing that something ain't right. And if we turn off the radios, and we get 290, I mean, it's really, really convincing that there's something wrong when the radios are engaged. Well, I'm thinking now about what are all these other parts of the switch. Am I overlooking something obvious? No, they look more like they're switching the signal. Well, here's the amplifier. Quite a bit of amplifier going on here. And here's where the signal's coming in. I think probably this is selecting it, so phono, push this one, auxiliary input. Well, if you push this one, you connect basically you connect to this line, which comes out here, goes up here, and is almost certainly the output. Wait a minute, I can't be. Where's the detector for the AM? Okay, well, I'm going to just study away on my own for a while, because I'm stuck on what to do. That's sure. Well, I'm just doing some voltage testing, and I'm actually starting to think, you know what, there's really nothing wrong with this radio. It's just doing what it does. And that's the AM side of things. I'm just checking the voltage on here. 144. And what it calls for is 155. So, you know, is there a real problem there? I don't think so. Let's try another one. So they're all 150, roughly 155 on the plate. The output tube should have 265 on the plates and pin 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Two. 264 is supposed to be 265. Shame. You know what? There's nothing wrong with this radio. Now, what about this being so low? 175. Well, is that so low? Maybe that's the 160 feed, and I'm just confused here. It could be the 150. Especially if there's a 39K resistor in there somewhere. Huh. Now, if it's all working just fine, then why can I not get anything? Let's put on the signal generator. We're going to be feeding in, well, we're tuned to 760 roughly. $760. We'll be right by it. I'm turning the dial on my signal generator. Sorry, I should have. Ah. There we go. Okay. We didn't hear it. We did not hear it at all. On the AM band. I'm for sure this is going to do the trick here in terms of connecting the antenna. Hey, guess what? Just got a magic eye. That's funny. What it seems to be indicating is the ABC is up the whole time. On FM. Hey, where'd it go? Yikes, I'm gonna get copyright problems.
To listen all the time. Appreciate support given to local artists Diane and Dave. Thank you so much and have a terrific weekend. Appreciate it.
Go to a renewing perpetual donor, Elaine McCartney from Guelph. Another call. Just two callers in the last half hour from Guelph. Good to hear from Guelph. It's a beautiful city. Beautiful city. Thank you, Elaine.
Bill Young in Richmond Hill renewing support. Thank you very much. Loves the Pizzarelli Show, Radio Deluxe. Bill, great to hear from you.
First-time support came in via 1-800-811.
Interesting. Some interesting observations there.
Thank you so much. Paul Hanover in Hamilton is renewing support today, and Paul says this: I'm a former broadcaster, worked at CHML in Hamilton, and hosted a game show on CTV from 64 to 78. That's pretty cool. I'm going to search. Paul, thanks for your support and appreciate you supporting us.
Facebook renewing support of Margaret Harris from Dundas, Ontario. Margaret, thank you. We appreciate your support. We have
85
first-time
volts.
support. It'll be matched this afternoon by RBC Dominion Securities, coming courtesy of Jackie Malik from Thorndala, Ontario.
That doesn't seem right.
Thanks, Jackie.
We have renewing support from James.
Oh, man. $176. Oh, it's the FM that's pulling it down. Oh. Because I think with it set this way, we're getting appropriate plate voltages too. Just a little low, 147. Should be 155. So that's not really bad. But when we go on FM, boom. That's wiped out. So I've been tracing the AM side of it, so I got it turned around earlier. Okay, so if we get suspicious on the FM side, we don't need to listen to that. Then we would follow the unmarked wire. I don't know what this is. This could be a problem, maybe. The fault on the other side of a 100 ohm resistor. That'd be interesting to find. And down here, up here, that's 1,000. So now we're on the other side of 1,000. There's one there. Off the 6AU6, that could do it. Another line. No, the other line is this one, which I already tested. So this is the only one we need to concern ourselves with. And we got on the other side of 1,000 a possible short capacitor, and on the other side of 100 a possible short capacitor. If not that, then what? If not that, then on the other side of a 120 ohm capacitor is another. What is that? Did I say 100? That's around the oscillator, and I think we can eliminate that possibility. We can kind of eliminate that whole piece then, I think. It leaves us with the possibility of a fault on the far side. Now, what would happen if this were pulled to ground? You would pull the plate voltage to ground, there'd be nothing coming out of this. So, but there is something coming out of it, so how can it possibly be that? Can't be anything. Well, it could be something I'm not thinking of. Yeah. Okay. Gotta go think about it. Okay, so I decided that I'd like to convince myself that the oscillator is working in this radio too. So I have it switched on AM. I've discovered already that on AM the high voltage is higher inside the radio. So I think maybe the problem is just with FM. So I'm pretty comfortable with having this run on the AM side. And all I've simply done is just taken my oscilloscope, as I've done before. Excuse me. The oscilloscope, and all I'm doing is just connecting the oscilloscope lead to the radio reader. That's all I'm doing. There you go. And there you are. And that's definitely the local oscillator. There's no question the local oscillator is working in this radio. Why can't it receive anything? Let's see, the first tube is the mixer 6BE6. There is no RF tube at the front of this radio, not for AM. Okay, so now the signal generator is connected to the antenna, which is still fine. But the AM antenna is really this guy here. How do you like that?
And I'll bet you that Bradford Daniels won't disagree with that. He was able to pick up a check for $40 million today, more than a month after he won the money. He was the winner of the jackpot from the October Poker Lottery, $649 grand. He bought the lucky ticket. And this is one convenience store to see the new contest straight to the back.
Good old Bradford Daniels.
Oh, yeah.
Host of Small Bradford. 680 news time, 6:09. Price update, first and most accurate in the city. A hike of 2.9 cents a liter expected at midnight, making it $1.29.3.
I think these are the AM ones. I think I was filling with the FM ones.
Welcome to Rogers Tech Talk.
Shame.
Caller. Don't you want to hear my question first? Nope. Today's all about thanking you for being a Rogers customer. Wow. I feel appreciated. Well, with the Rogers First Rewards loyalty program, eligible Rogers customers can...
Just cut that off before I get into some other kind of trouble. There we go.
Time for 680 News traffic and weather together on the ones, brought to you by Berkeley Events. Here's Darryl Baumer.
Still have problems on Highway 400 north on a Bastrop Mill. Two left lanes blocked with a disabled vehicle is jammed from the 401 now to your southbound on the 404 down Valley. Solid approaching the deals into the Shepherd.
Well, I shouldn't do that at all, should I?
Approaching Shepherd Express onto the Don Valley down to Winford Drive.
Let's put it on FM. Plug the antenna. Yeah, I don't think it's working right. I think that's getting too hot. Okay. What did all that prove? Well, the 6BE6 is good. The oscillator is oscillating. The AM radio is actually working. The FM appears to be weak and low. And we know the high voltage is being pulled down when the FM is engaged. We've checked couple of spots, but we didn't really do it correctly. I don't think we should do it again. Which would be this. Yeah. Yeah, we should. We should do these. Next time.